finding out where the data is located. We want to override it. So click on any cell you like, click OK, and we'll get to the pivot table screen. This one is a pivot that will identify all the different outcomes or categories that may occur. Setting for slightly faster, double click the label of the column. Either way, you'll get to the exact same screen. So here, instead of a sum, we said we want a count. So change label one more time. Did it work this time? And with just no calculation, if we put the drop-down box, we want to say a gazillion different choices. If you just pick percentage of column total or percentage of run total, that's all you need to do. Okay? And that's it. Excel figures out the location of your data set. You got to take work. And what should we do next? We're trying to build a table on page. Grab candidates and drop it below with some rows. Very good. Excel goes through all 246 records and Excel identifies the different possible candidates we have, the candidates we can pick from. All right, and the same thing with values. So grab candidate, drop it under values, and look at what just happened. What's different compared to the previous example? Yeah, so a count was calculated by default. I don't know why. Right now we should have last time. Oh yeah, that's just it. Yeah, show values as and change it. This is one of the very few situations something useful being recommended. And you'll notice that Excel inserts a column. Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to do probably descending by count of candidate. That work. Just like that. Min, the formula for max equals max. Equals max. And I guess this is a good point to illustrate the following. I once had a student who was, one thing you can do is just go to the first temperature reading and then do the Control-Shift-Down trick. So Control-Shift-Down all three at the same time. Cool. And Excel will figure out where to start, where to stop. Did that work? No. All at the same time. Control. Do them in like a fraction of a second. Roll. Alright, so that's the maximum. Enter, and we can quickly tell the maximum. 148. Let's find the minimum. Equals min. Go to the first one, Control-Shift-Down. Look at that. Alright, and the range, wow, just wow.
Can you do the Control-Shift?
Yeah. No,
That was a range. Oh, but for a range, you only need maximum.
Oh, you're right. Let me just delete this one. So, and then I click this, right?
Shift down.
Okay. I don't know why I was working for
I always told you the click and drag thing.
I wonder if you find that the range is 67 degrees. Where would, and we know that that category will technically fit all the temperature between this guy, 100, and we can use the auto functionality. Now, you guys might be tempted to go down to 140, and that's actually what I did in the notes to illustrate an important point. But because of the way this technique works, let's go ahead and stop at 130. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to tell each other, all right, use those categories. By default, the add-in will include one final category that includes analysis and add-in, a program that comes standard with itself, but we first have to activate it. And as you guys may recall from last week, or based on your answers, which of you may not recall from last week, is that we activate an add-in by going to File, up here at the top left, click on File, and then we go to Options. And then we go to Add-ins on the left side of the screen. And all the way at the bottom, there's a button that says Go. Click on that guy. So we leave it as Manage Excel Add-ins. Click on Go. You should have 3 or 4 options. Make sure you check the one that says Analysis Toolbar. Don't worry about the one that says Analysis Toolbar for and Analysis Toolbar. Okay, and that's it. All right, the next time you go to Data, if you look all the way to the right, where we had Solver last week, click OK, and that will take us to the histogram menu. At this point, there are 5 things we need to specify: where the data is located, where the categories are located, whether or not my selection includes the column labels, where we want to paste everything, and we got to tell Excel that we want an actual chart. All right, so my data is here. Now notice that I'm doing A1. I'm including the column label. If you include the column labels, and then you check this guy, everything will be able to be full of stuff. You'll not get the generic labels. Label box. You're going to get an error message because Excel will try to use A1. And last but not least, make sure you check chart output. If you don't check this guy, you'll get only a table. If you check this guy, you'll get both a table and a chart. Click OK, and that's pretty much it. Formula for the average. If you type equals average, and then just select all the temperatures in A2 to A101, you'll quickly retrieve the mean. Just average of that guy, Control Shift down, and that is, I think we click on A. Oh, you got it. Yeah, also, kind of illustrate something. When doing the Control Shift down, be careful. If you do Control Shift down twice, you will literally be taken to the end of now for the mode. The formula for the mode is equals mode. And you apply to the entire data set, and what value did you get? What's going on, folks? Why do we get an error message for node? Yeah, there's going to be no mode. Every single observation. You guys remember when we built the pivot table? Every single observation occurred only one. So yeah. It's just a equal median of all the observations. Now, this will happen more frequently than you guys think. In fact, I know you'll not find a mode. And in particular, when you're working with dollar figures that go all the way down to cent level, it's extremely likely that you just won't find a mode. But we're basically talking about one temperature region. 1 and 2, right? So one thing we can do is round our values so that instead of having those ridiculously detailed observations, we just round everything up to the nearest. How can you do that in Excel? This is something pretty useful. Let's do the following. Go to column B, and right next to the first temperature, type equals round. Excel includes 3 round formulas. Temperature to the left, and then we need to specify how many digits we would like to use. Just to be safe, just to make sure that we actually find a mode, let's use 0 digits. So 93.84 will be rounded to 94, and once you have the first one up and running, you can double click the bottom right corner and hold 1 handle down. Notice that we have in rows 9, 14, and 15. We want them to choose, so we should be able to find a mode now. Go back to the mode cell and let's do a mode of the rounding.
Let's do the cells.
It's called descriptive statistics. My temperature readings are in A1 through A101. I did include the first row labels. My data is organized as a single column. Don't change anything in there. Let's paste everything, I guess, so that you can compare the results, keep an output range, and then select one of the cells here on the right side of the screen. And then whoever coded this screws up because if you